Paro Hincapié's arrival at Arsenal landed like a thunderclap across the summer transfer market, the kind of decisive move that forces pundits to rewrite scripts overnight. When GQ decided to hole in the squad, Arsenal didn't wait for a cautious solution. They struck fast, intercepting a deal that many assumed would head in a different direction and bringing an Ecuadorian defender with pedigree and pace to the Emirates. The story isn't just that a player has changed shirts, it's how quickly the change happened and what it signals about Arsenal's intent. Hincapié speaks the language of urgency. One conversation was enough for him to decide, and that sense of clarity is exactly what this club wanted. On the training pitch and behind closed doors, signings like this do two things at once. They raise internal standards while sending a blunt warning to rival teams. Tottenham, who'd been linked with his arrival, suddenly found the narrative rewritten. In modern transfers, hesitation is a cost and Arsenal were willing to pay it. On the field, the signing alters Arsenal's defensive map. The club have promising youth and rotation options. Christian Mosquera has shown glimpses that earned him applause in a high-profile match recently, but experience and readiness for Premier League pressure are non-negotiable at this level. Hincapié offers a blend of physicality, forward-driving confidence on the ball, and the mobility required to cope with the league's speed. That means Mikel Arteta gains flexibility. He can rotate formations, rest key players, and still demand consistency from the backline. For supporters, that should translate into fewer nights where defensive worry undermines the team's attacking flair. For coaches across the league, Arsenal's move is a reminder that recruitment isn't a slow-motion chess game this summer. It can be a blitzkrieg. Beyond tactics, there's a psychology to this transfer, bringing in a player who publicly wants trophies and to make a namer for himself recharges the dressing room's competitive engine. Established starters will feel that pressure in training. Minutes are no longer assumed but earned. That internal competition often becomes the difference in tight seasons. A player fighting for his place can push teammates to new levels, and if Hincapié's arrival sparks a chain reaction of improved performances, Arsenal will have got much more than a single signing. It also changes the outsider view. Clubs that watched from the sidelines now see Arsenal as an aggressor in the market, willing to hijack expected deals and reassert bargaining power. That reputational effect can ripple into the January window and beyond, shaping how targets and agents approach negotiations. Their immediate tests. Integration into Arteta's system will require tactical understanding and quick chemistry with new centre-back partners. Expectations are high, fans want instant returns and media scrutiny is relentless. Hincapié's own ambition to contribute straight away and to be part of trophy bids raises the stakes. If he adapts quickly, Arsenal gains someone who can perform under pressure and help secure results on tough away nights. If adaptation is slower, the narrative will pivot to questions about recruitment priorities and whether short-term fixes sufficed. Either way, the transfer rewrites the early season conversation. It makes Arsenal talkable in a new way, not only for their attack, but for a defence that now looks reloaded. Finally, the human element matters. A player moving from Bayer Leverkusen to the Emirates is stepping into a club whose expectations are sky high and whose spotlight can be both energizing and unforgiving. Hincapié has expressed clear hunger to win and to carve out his legacy. That attitude fits the backdrop Arsenal are trying to build. For the neutral, this is a riveting subplot in the Premier League's unfolding drama, a reminder that sometimes a single phone call changes more than a career. It changes a season's trajectory, rattles rival plans, and gives supporters a fresh reason to believe. The transfer window may close, but the consequences of this one decision are poised to echo through the league well into the winter fixtures and beyond.